Hey everybody, how are you? My name is Coach Dimitri, and welcome to another episode of the Pure Motivation Podcast Show, where we talk about mindset, mission, muscle, macros, and your marriage. Now, today's a special episode because I'm going to be bringing to you one of our amazing guests who is a member of our fitness studio, who's a member of my men's online coaching program, and who's not only kicked ass and gotten amazing results, but he's also a role model to all the guys out there who are juggling a family, fitness, a full-time job, and trying to change their lifestyles.
All right, good morning, or should I say good afternoon, my fellow Spartans and curious onlookers. Julian is my name. I am a Spartan soldier here in the army of King Leonidas in his inner sanctum. And hopefully when you hear about everything I'm about to tell you, my story, why I came to Pure Motivation Fitness, I hope that maybe you can gain some nugget of wisdom out of it, and who knows, maybe that final step to have you come in and take control of your life, help yourself, your family, your wives, become a better leader for yourself, and hey, everybody around you. So,
woo! Love it! All right, bro, let's kick some butt.
Let's kick some
All right,
ass.
so I got some questions for you. The main part of today is we want to just share your story, share your success, and it's only like a bump of what you've started because we've only, it's under 12 weeks and we have 12 months in total, okay? Yeah. So give the viewers a little bit of a background of your life before you came to PMF. What was it like?
So Dimitri, when I, was trying to do health and wellness over my life, I failed repeatedly. I was cobbling stuff here, there, somebody gave me a tip, and needless to say, short-term goals were achieved, not long-term. Over the years, my weight got up and up and up, and then came marriage to my wife, Madalena. My kids came into the picture, and then you throw in COVID, and I just went further and further. My most recent episode was I fractured my left shoulder back in January, and it was devastating. I swear to God, I'm going through a mental midlife crisis, thinking about everything in my life, my health and wellness. Weight-wise, I must have been at like 240, 245. My XXL shirt and pants, I was like bursting in them, and I knew.
Oh, you say XXL?
Yeah, extra large.
What are you wearing now? You're wearing a large, baby. I
know. This is incredible.
Nice.
I knew though at that time, I need to get help. I can't lone wolf it anymore, Enough. I gotta give my unit check, and I gotta get off.
So did you join gyms before? Were you doing a coaching program at home? Give us a little background.
I've done a number of things over the years. Sometimes it was, say, an acquaintance in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gave me his, workout circuit plan, his meal plan, which I know he used to get down to a weight class, for competition. Did it for some time, failed. Sometimes I cobbled stuff together from Men's Health magazine to make a circuit. Again, failed. And my recent thing before, or during COVID was putting together Instagram meals. But here's the tricky thing. They don't accommodate your body type. Like the old question, why can my friends pound down, what I'm in pizzas, fries, all the carbs. I'm stuck, eating a salad and frickin' I'm not losing any weight. There was pieces of the puzzle missing.
Gotcha.
So when I was at home suffering with my injury and recovering, I'm like, I gotta get help. Started going down.
How'd you find Pure Motivation to myself?
Started going down the influencer rabbit hole on Instagram. And a few of them were I was communicating. Some of them were oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I don't have stuff in place. And then when March came along, the app got smarter. And somehow my searches, these local gyms came, including Pure Motivation Fitness. The other was gimmicky or whatever. And I'm like, Pure Motivation Fitness, wait, that's near my in-laws. And I started going in there, and I even started with all the other influencers communicating with Dimitri. And it was even the first instance, communicate with them. I wished him happy birthday for his daughter, who turned 17. And he's like, Bello, what are your children? And they're 6 and 3, beautiful children. And then he threw in a father's joke. Father's Day, it's we gotta protect our daughters, shotgun joke. I'm no way, who is this guy?
Yeah.
So right there, the first interaction was just great. And I was here and there, and then I was gonna go back to work in March, and I'm I need something in place. I can't fill anymore. I am tired of doing this all on my own with no encouragement, and I need to get my ego in check. I need help. I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I don't know why I'm not achieving these goals. I need to start from scratch. And that's when I'm like, one morning, I like picked up the call. Okay, toward the gym, let's see what happens. And I didn't want to be because I was nervous as hell. What happens? I triggered a discovery call I didn't even know. Start talking.
That's right.
Then I heard his voice and the question he's asking, like, and then things came from there. Little more humor, with the marriage and everything. And then the tour date came, as well as free assessment I got. And I'm like, this is it. This is now. You
mentioned something that I'm going to rewind a bit. You mentioned ego, and this is something that you mentioned to me in the app, which was a lot of guys have ego issues. Can you touch a little bit about that? Maybe if you felt a little bit that you had an ego where you didn't really need help. Talk about that.
And that was throughout my life, because when I was younger, I had more time, and I'm like, you know what? If I just exercise, if I just eat right, eat well, I'm going to do fine. I'm going to lose that weight. I'm a guy. I got testosterone. But, I didn't have a lot of other things in place. I didn't have as encouragement and support. It was just do your own thing. If you do it, great. If not, my parents are great to criticize me. But I didn't have a lot of that support. And then I didn't have the whole picture of there's body types. People different genetics. Right. People break down nutrition differently. I didn't have all those pieces in place. And then time went on. I kept failing.
It just compounded.
And then broke that fracture was just like the door opening where I'm like,
so let's talk about that. What got you into breaking through? Because a lot of people watching right now would be like, you know what, this guy kind of sounds like me. He's busy. He's got a family.
Oh yeah.
What made you say remove the ego and let's just go get some help? Because that's the biggest part what people can't do. They can't say I need help. There's I got to do this by myself.
Part of it was definitely nutrition, and the diet and exercise just repeatedly failing. I felt like a personal failure in doing that. I don't know why I wasn't getting to those goals I wanted. Mm-hmm. Shouldn't it be easy? Shouldn't it, health fitness be easy? You just do it?
Right.
And here I am at 40, huge as a blimp, and I'm sitting on this couch and I'm like, why the hell am I here? Time is ticking away. I got a bad family history on my dad's side with heart stuff. He's had 5 stents over his lifetime. I'm like, that's a foreshadow where I'm going. I don't even make it to my kids' high school grad or even to see them married. And the other part of it was my other parts of my life were not going well. I'm having conflict in my marriage, fighting with my wife, and dare I admit it, being short with my children. And I know that that's going to affect them in the long run. I need to get my whole acting gear here, and that starts with health and fitness, Because when you get into it, you feel more confident, you feel healthy, and it affects every other part of your life, the mental, even the spiritual, if you are a spiritual person.
Amen, brother. Amen to that.
Yeah.
I like how you mentioned that. I like how you opened up, because a lot of guys, and again, we're talking about guys because obviously we're coaching men over here for 40. A lot of men feel that they can mask the fact that they're not working out. They can mask the pain. They can mask the insecurities. And then that shit builds up when you come home because you're not happy. No. You're overweight. You got no energy. Your blood pressure's high. Your poor wife says, hey, let's have some time to talk. And you're just stressed out. Yeah. You probably want to play with your kids. You don't got the energy. And that builds up. And a lot of guys, they don't know how to draw the line and say, you know what? As of today, I'm going to step forward and I'm going to do like you do.
Yeah.
So I applaud you, bro. So super proud of you.
Thank
And you know what? Everyone here in the club sees you as a motivator. I want to move on to the next question, which was you reached out to us. You decided to join in the program. You dropped your ego back. Tell me how the body type approach assisted you. Because a lot of times when I meet people and I tell them it's a different program, it's tailored based on body type, they're like, oh, that's like a 1940s thing. And I'm like, it may have been invented in the 1940s by Dr. William Sheldon, but if you break it down as a basis, the science kind of is truth because an ectomorph is tall, thin, skinny, fast metabolism. I can sit down with you. I can pound back 3 pizzas and a nice cappuccino, and I'll probably eat in a few more hours and I'll be okay, where someone else will gain weight. So how did that, because I know when we first met you, you were like amazed by it. Tell me how it helped you when you weren't in the gym.
Well, in terms of when I'm not in the gym, like the diet and nutrition is part of it. I didn't know until I came to here that endomorph was my body type, the big stocky guys. And I didn't know that like pounding back a lot of carbs frequently, eating them at breakfast when maybe I shouldn't be, that was actually slowing me down. Getting on the nutrition guide here finally made me realize, okay, this is what I am built to do. And this is what I should be eating at certain times. Right. And how I should be properly feeding my nutrition in order to maximize health and wellness. I was not doing that in the past. I was like eating whatever was provided by my parents at home or whatever was around. And don't get me wrong, hey, my wife cooks great meals, man. And my parents, they always got, good high quality stuff. What I didn't realize is like, Julian, that is not ideal nutrition to help you. I may have gotten like 50, 60% of the way there. My progress wasn't what it should be. Going on the somatotyping program, knowing anymore, has gotten me 90 to 100% all the way there to maximize everything I'm doing with my health and fitness.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So let's talk about that now. So we did our tour. We gave you a body composition assessment. We really opened up your eyes to external mass, which is how much you weigh, and then internal body fat percentage and lean mass. Tell me a little bit of how that helped you out in terms of understanding, because a lot of people just think of, I'm going to step on the scale, and if the scale don't change, or if it goes up, they get upset. But meanwhile, if you build muscle and you burn fat, your percentage of body fat drops. And if people don't assess themselves, they got no clue. How did the in-body scans help out? Because we tell you to do them like weekly. Give us a little bit of background about that.
So yeah, a standard scale, like you're gonna weigh yourself, you're gonna be how much weight you are, right? But do you know exactly what's going on in your body, right? You could be maybe like, say you were 220, 230, and you could be solidly built with a lot of muscle mass. Or you could be the opposite, which was me. Yeah, I was about 230, 240, but I had a lot of visceral fat, especially in the stomach. And like I had a high body fat percentage, 37%. That's like clinically obese. So
yeah, bro.
Like you can even be skinny fat too. You could not weigh a lot.
100%.
And you can still have that visceral fat too. And that is a risk for like cardiac, stroke, diabetes, and all the other things that you are commonly aware of. So having the in-body see like, okay, this is what's happening in your body. It tells me how much more I am progressing. But also, too, it helps me mentally because maybe there's a week where, okay, my weight doesn't shift. I'm still, that exact weight or I only lost a pound. But seeing my muscle mass increase and seeing especially the percentage fat decrease, I know that, oh my gosh, I'm making progress here. I'm not going backwards. So, like, hurrah to me,
Yes.
And that's a big issue generally with people on health and wellness is the scale and the number. Yeah.
So we came in, we did a body comp, we gave you the in-body scan, we started your training. Give us a little bit of background now how you're a hybrid client. And because you live in Toronto, you live close by to us, I'm actually able to coach you with my app. I can give you weekly check-ins, all the motivation. We go back and forth messaging at all times of the day. But then you're also able to get the help from the coaches and the cross-training classes. Give the viewers an example so they can understand of how much more efficient it is when you do a semi-private and there's actually someone coaching you through program design based on your body type.
So, yeah, going back to the endomorph body type, because that's the key framework here at PMF. Okay, I need high caloric expenditure. So, first thing is the workouts here are CrossFit. That was initially designed for like military service people, but the key part of it is using multiple body groups. That helps for caloric expenditure. I wasn't doing that in the past. I was doing isolating type workouts.
Chest one day, back one day. Yeah, that doesn't work.
So that made me good for overall building, but like in terms of what I need to get lean, I wasn't doing it right. These workouts here do that. And
now, were you a class guy before? Because a lot of people watching are like, hey man, my ego's up to here. I don't do class. See what I mean?
No, I was lone wolf all the way. Go in, do my thing, listen to my music. I'm going to do just fine.
Bro science.
Bro, exactly, man. But now, totally different perspective seeing these classes. And the great thing here is they're not super large classes like other big box gyms. They're like 6 to 10 max.
Right.
And the great part with the 6 is like you get your trainer with you so they can keep a closer eye on you. If you've got posture problems, they'll help correct it. They'll give you advice on it. And then by the second or third set, like you're doing it more correctly too.
Got it.
And it's great to have them even like support, give you comments throughout the workout, give you positivity. And everyone's got a slightly different style, but you know what? Like I have not had one trainer or coach here who has done me wrong. Oh, going back to sort of the nutrition, because you mentioned the hybrid app thing.
Yeah.
I love the fact that like I work full time at Mount Sinai downtown here.
Yeah, man.
8 to
California
8:30.
days are busy.
Busy, 8:30 to 4:30, plus the commute, because that's downtown Toronto. So I don't have a lot of time.
Hold on. Let them know what time you wake up at.
Oh yeah, I wake up very early. I wake up at 5 a.m. Now part of that is also to get a little extra working out in because of the, my animal body type, need to burn the calories. But also, I got 2 kids I gotta help my wife get ready, gotta feed everybody, I gotta get in my breakfast, otherwise I won't eat it. Then we gotta get out the door, gotta commute, take the TTC the rest of the way. Then I got my job, then I gotta do everything in reverse order, and at night...
How long is the commute?
Oh God, it's anywhere from an hour 15 to an hour and a half total.
Wow.
From my home to Mount Sinai.
Let's pause here for anyone listening.
Yeah.
So for anyone listening that doesn't understand where we are in the city, we're in the suburbs up here in Vaughan. Downtown Toronto is like a 45-minute drive. If you're taking commutes, maybe an hour. So this guy's commuting an hour there, an hour back, full 8-hour shift. You're dealing with managing people, staff.
Oh yeah.
And then you got to come to the gym in the evening and train. So how do you balance everything?
Well, I try to get a couple of classes in a week. I purposely pick one weeknight, where it's usually Wednesday at 8 with one of my favorite trainers here, Julian, the Roman Centurion.
Yeah.
And he pounds me like I'm training for the Roman army, let me tell you. And then I also have a pure therapy workout with one-on-one with Aaron Sang. And that is to help me post-injury, because don't forget, I injured my left shoulder. So those workouts also focus on things in the initial assessment too. I have some balance issues, so I get usually some lunges. I get shoulder exercises to keep me strong, to prevent injury. I also get back. So, and then if I have a rare day off, which I try to get in advance, I'll probably squeeze in a third workout in the week here too. Just, because it's something different. And honestly, I love the classes here now.
So total, how many days are you training?
Total, including extra workouts that I also do programmed in the app, I'm training anywhere from 5 to 6 days a week.
Woo!
And that's a lot, but I need it on the endomorphs.
Got it.
I do make one day of rest though, usually Saturday, intentionally, because your body needs to rest. Even though, apparently endomorphs have, good recovery, you know what? It's still good for your overall health and well-being, and also for your body to recover, and it gives you a day just to do whatever and relax and unwind, including mental.
So you do the commute, you do the family juggling, you grind it to the gym 5-6 times a week, and I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people don't understand that training requires more time. And a cool exercise I do with people is I say, okay, you go 3 days a week, and someone says, well, I can only do 3 days a week. If you divide that by 7 days, that's only 42%. So it's not really going to get you the best amount of results. And plus, they think 3 days is a lot. So you're going, 5 to 6 days, which actually puts it through. So now we've assembled your program. We've assembled what you're doing. We've assembled your lifestyle. Now let's talk about how the app and how our macronutrients focus. Because you know that we gave you meal plans, we give you recipes to use.
Oh, yeah.
But we also focus on making sure you understand the macros. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why you've crushed your results is because you're able to balance them very well. Tell us how the app and balancing and logging has helped you out.
Okay, so for the nutritional part of the program, the king himself here, our nutritional guru, certified and everything, is in charge of it. And obviously in talk with them, we set goals. I'm on what common termed is a cut. So getting lean, reducing your body fat percentage, and I need that because I started out with the visceral fat, the 37%. So we set a certain amount of goals. Calories, it's key. So right now I'm at a pretty high cut, 1800, and then I'm in a macro split. Obviously higher protein, so 160, 170-ish grams, and you need protein for muscle, general. But also the other one's got to be balanced out too, carbs and fat. And they're overall lower, like 70 to 80 grams a day. But that split, that is the ideal for my endomorph body type on the cut in order to get lean. Now that may change in the future. If I want to bulk up some muscle,
Yeah, it'll change.
endomorphs are well suited for that. That's going to change. And that's a talk I had with Dimitri. I'm like, hey, Dimitri, I'm ready for bulking up. Or if we hit a certain point in the program he feels, that's where it's going to change. Then I'll probably have higher calories, maybe higher protein because I'm going to be building muscle. The carbs and fat will probably go up too or stay the same. And then that's going to be specifically tailored so I can put on the muscle while maintaining my leanest shape in order to make sure I don't go the other way, which unfortunately is a tendency with the endomorphs. Great at gaining muscle, but we also pack on the pounds if we're not doing health and wellness. And that's where I love that I've got this app. I got Dimitri at my fingertips where he responds fairly quickly. And even if I'm having bad days, I'm like, Dimitri, like this has been happening. Or I don't know what the heck to do here. You know, ask him a question about something. And he responds in usually good time if he's not attending to his own family matters, you know? Got a family now with 2 kids and a wife. So
It's great, man.
And that's a great thing too. He's where I'm at.
Let the viewers know, because this is what I constantly hear. I think it's the ego bugging men.
Yeah.
I don't have time to log. People say they don't have time to log. Meanwhile, if I go through the app, you've logged for 12 weeks and you get it done and it's resulted in work. Is it something that you feel is hard to do?
You do need to put a little bit of time in, I won't lie. How do I fit it in? Well, for example, part of my commute is I take TTC. There are portions where there's data on the subway, on my line. So I whip it out, you know, start plugging in the stuff, start plugging in my meals. Also, the initial start of the week, yeah, you gotta put in the meals first. But the great thing, the app has a copy feature. If you are going to bulk prep your meals, and that's a key thing here, so you're gonna have the same meal 5 days a week. Take Monday, put in all the stuff, and then all you gotta do, take one meal, copy it to the next day, and the next. There you go. 5, 6, 7 days a week, you've already plugged in your meals for the entire week.
Did you used to food prep before you met me?
No, I did not food prep for the week. I basically just leave it to the wind, take leftovers from whatever my wife cooked. So I was doing a little bit of Instagram type meal prepping before, but the point is I wasn't doing the right type of meals. So I've evolved over time to doing this. And let me tell you, I even love doing the meal prep. I know it's surprising, right? There is such satisfaction of making your own food.
Owning it.
Start to finish product, and you have your meals right in front of you. I'm like, I did that. I am working for myself, and I made something here in front of me. Gives you a little sense of accomplishment, you know.
So what I'm hearing is what I've been, my mission in life is to help motivate, educate, inspire people. But what I'm hearing more from you is your core identity has changed, bro, because you're passionate about saying that you make your meals and it's you, and a lot of people don't care about that. So that's a difference of you building up inside. Let's talk now, because people are probably watching saying, well, what's the big deal? This guy is talking about his success. So we started off March 19. Okay, I got your stats right in front of me. You were 231 pounds. Yeah. And hopefully Christian's going to pop up the stats somewhere here and make this look even more beautiful. But March 19th, 231. We got you down today, 207. That's 24 pounds, bro. Touch me. Touch me. 24 pounds in just under 12 weeks. Now, usually we tell people a healthy weight loss is 1 pound per week. So average, you should have lost 12 pounds. You doubled that. Next, we talk about body fat percentage, which to me is a much more important measure of health, because this 5 pounds of chicho, okay, I'm gonna bite of it today. Kind of hungry. And body fat percentage is more important today because the percentage of body fat is distributed throughout your body, and typically with men, it's in the midsection where you get that visceral.
That was me.
You were at 37.6%, and today you're at 26.6. Boom, Christian, pop it up somewhere.
Okay? Oh my gosh.
So that's 11% of body fat in 11.5 weeks, which is nuts.
It's not, Dimitri, I swear, I was looking in the mirror at myself, Monday, Tuesday morning, getting ready. And I'm looking at myself wait a minute. My stomach is almost in line with my chest.
Yes, bro.
My stomach is almost in line with my chest. Damn!
Yes, bro.
I couldn't believe it looking at this. I'm I have not been this thin since just after university.
Nice. Nice.
And I could be going even further than this.
You will. And the one
I might have abs.
You will. We still got 9 months to kill it. The one important thing that people don't understand is, average, we tell people you should lose 1% per month. So if it's 3 months you've been with us, you should have been 3%. You're at 11. So in my eyes, when people lose 10% body fat, it's a guaranteed extension of your life expectancy. So whatever age the Lord would want you to live to, now you've dissolved, you've melted, you've cleared out plaque buildup in the heart. Your body has a better mechanism of pumping blood up and down because you drop 11%, and that's just in 11 and a half weeks, which is amazing. How has this impacted your kids and your wife, bro?
That is honestly the biggest.
Have you rubbed off on them? Like, is your wife kind of eating a little different? Is she kind of moving with you or what?
Well, she thinks like she cooks fairly well for herself and everything, so not as much, but the kids and even overall with my wife, like, that is the biggest change in Dimitri. Like, before I was in a foul mood, I was worn out, tired, exhausted. Them coming up to me, it was like, they're bothering me.
Yeah, you're
and I was short-tempered, and I was just, like, awful.
Because you were unhappy, bro.
I was quite unhappy.
You were unhappy. You know why? Because as men, we work hard to build a career, which you've done. Yeah. We work hard to get married and have kids and start to build some form of a legacy, but then you're in a shell, you're in this vessel that you're not happy with.
I swear, like, I was not myself. I lost a part of myself for so many years along the way, including recent things. And if I had to start with color, it would be gray. I was gray, dull, and unhappy. Good. After this much progress, my overall attitude has changed. I got some things to work on. Don't get me wrong. We all have fights in the home. There's bad days where we're short-tempered and worse. I'm sure, Dimitri, you've had your share days
buddy,
too.
I can become an evil Spartan sometimes.
Oh shit! Great, man. And but those days are overall fewer. I am happier overall after my children. Hell, a couple of times to calm them down at night. Like, I've even made them do little mini workouts.
Good for you. That's good.
And I laugh because I've sent that to Dimitri. I'm like, hey, Dimitri, look what I did, man.
Yeah, man. See, a lot of guys, I think, and even women out there, they're afraid to step forward because if you pay $4,000 and you buy a brand new laptop, that's tangible. I can bring this home. I can buy a watch. I can buy something and I can hold on to it. Here's $4,000, my laptop. But if you're investing in training, $3,000, $4,000, whatever the amount of money it is, it's an intangible product. It's a service that you got to work for. And here you are investing in yourself in training, investing in a coach, investing time, energy, sweat equity, but your results are nuts. I don't think, and I'm going to be honest with you, bro, the company's been 18 years strong. I don't think we've had anyone do 11%. That's why I wanted to get you on the show. Whoa. 11% in under 12 weeks.
You better do your research to back up that claim, man, because that's crazy.
I'm telling you, because I pretty much remember people by face. We've had 8%, 9%, but in under 12 weeks. Oh. So this is only meaning that internally your organs are thanking you. So next I want to move on to where are we going? What is your goal moving forward? Tell the viewers what struggles you faced before, and what struggles you go through now. Like, what's the difference between like 3 months ago, what was hard for you, and what's hard now? Because your problems are probably different. They're probably harder problems.
Yeah. Aside from the overall sort of life problems I've had, like, I'm still working the same, still got the wife and kids at home. In the beginning, the struggle was obviously, getting through the workouts. I definitely was a lot winded at the start, and the scary part is I was working out sometimes even with top point scores on their MyZone thing for the heart rate. This one female in particular was smaller built. I'm looking at him oh my god, I am a freaking white pussy compared to that. And it's just
for anyone who doesn't know about the MyZone, tell them about the MyZone and how that's got you pumped up too.
It's a heart rate monitor that the gym provides, and there's a little points thing built in. It's a motivator.
Boom! We strap this baby on underneath your shirt.
Yeah.
You wear it when you train.
Oh yeah. Detects your heart rate. It also detects your intensity when you work out with different colors. And as a fun little encouragement, there's a point system attached to it. So in the gym, a little healthy competition works. with other members, and then like you get talks, you know, you're hosted at the gym and everything. So it's a nice little motivator, not only for yourself, and it's built into the thing too, but it's also, you know,
Education
too.
Statistical data that you can use, because we're all about data here. Okay, man, so we're going to slowly tail into, I want to hear you give some of the guys out there who are watching, whether you live in the US, it doesn't matter where you live, because some of the clients we have are in Australia, some of them in the UK, and some of them in the US. So for someone watching right now who's like, man, I'd love to be Julian right now. If I could only lose 5%, forget 11, 5%, I'd love it. Talk to these guys and tell them what they should how they should reframe their mind, because you went from like cloudy gray, you know, chip on your shoulder, upset, you weren't happy. Now
this bright orange fire, baby.
Yeah, bright orange fire, baby. See, your whole personality's changed, and this is what I'm after, and this is what makes me a very rich, wealthy man, because you're never going to be the same.
Yeah.
And we've lost that old guy. He's dead. So give the guys watching, or even people watching as a couple, what should they kind of prepare mentally if they want to do this? What should they think about? And then if they're worried about picking up the phone, calling, setting up a strategy call, what should they do?
Well, first of all, you got to do this for yourself, okay? You're accountable to you, but also if you're in a marriage with your wife and kids, you got to put that as well as your priority. And if you're not married, do it for yourself. You might have lost yourself along the way like I did. You probably look back at pictures of yourself in high school and you're like, damn, I was good. Look at me now. Or like you just know you feel awful about yourself. You want to change. Yeah, maybe you're a little afraid. Maybe you're afraid like I'll have to give up, you know, all the things I'm eating and stuff too. Not necessarily. Yeah, I'm a little bit here in your moderation. You're worried about your habits. You're worried like, I got to put on this hard work dedication. But the key is this. Wouldn't you be there already if you could do, like why I used to think, do everything on your own? You'd be there already, wouldn't you?
Right.
So you do have to put that ego aside, because you need the help. You want to get where you're going, but you just don't know how. You need to be shown the right way to eat, the right way to think, the right way to work out that's best for you. You know, not necessarily your skinny, you know, friend eating the pizza every day. You gotta do what's best for you, because you may not be that body type. And yeah, it's nervous, okay? I was nervous too calling you Dimitri, let me tell you, you know? And plus, you know, you're this role model to me too. You know, with your wife, family, your kids.
Thanks,
and I've
bro.
seen your media and stuff. Like, I felt awful. As a person letting myself go, I felt like an awful father and everything. It was nervous getting here. I couldn't even look at you in the first date. I couldn't stare at you. Like, I was so embarrassed. And I did it. I picked up that phone, I called. I came here. I did the assessment. And now, I can face you man to man.
11%, bro. 11.
For you out there, it would be your colleagues. It would be your friends. And they're going to notice. They're being so positive and impressed at what you're doing for yourself. And you're going to see in your family. You're going to see with your wife. You know, not everything will be easy, but you know what? You're going to find. You're going to be able to talk to her. You're going to be fighting less. And your kids. Your kids, you want to be there and see them grow up, everything.
Yeah.
Okay? You want to be there. Okay? And that should be in your mindset. Okay? And the hard work dedication, when you see yourself in the mirror, like I have, and when you're preparing those meals, and you're like, wow, I do things, that internal success is going to become external, and it's going to reflect.
Nice.
And don't be afraid. You are not alone. Okay? I always say things alone.
Love it.
And that's it. Like, you know what? We're here for you, right, Dimitri?
Got it, bro.
You're there for like the online clients, the coaches.
Yep.
And then for those of you who come in the gym, you got the rest of us too. You know, we Spartans, okay? We're not like meatheads in the gym. We're going to support you. We're going to talk to you, you know? And if you're physically going to come in here to Vaughn, say hello. I'm the orange pylon guy. Just say hi, man. Julian. Hey, what's up, so-and-so? Pleasure to meet you. How's your journey going, man? And if you're having a little bit rough, I'll give you a punch on the shoulder and say, keep it up. You're going to do it.
Nice.
You're going to have an awesome community supporting you, whether you're online or whether you're here no matter what. We're an army. A Spartan army.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the fact that Julian opened up and gave a lot about his personal life, when a lot of guys, again, that ego is blocking them and that mask is in the way. If you live in the city of Vaughan and you're nervous, you got a wife, kids, you're not fit, you don't feel happy, and you kind of resemble the background that Julian talked about, message us today. We're happy to give you a complimentary fitness assessment. And our fitness assessment is not like a regular come in, let's weigh you, put you on the floor. We actually will go through a movement screening, nutritional protocol, body composition. You give you a workout. Our goal is not to sell you a membership. Our goal is to educate you so that you can choose the best program for you. And if you don't live in the city of Vaughan and you're anywhere on this planet, I can coach you with this little device right here, keep you motivated, keep you educated, and most importantly, keep you inspired. That's it. That's all for today. Welcome, and thank you for joining the Pure Motivation Podcast Show. I'm here with Julian. We're going to go kick a workout out. Peace. Talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.